two. Down to one. It's Gaines. Yes!
This ball is crushed.
MC Cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm on BS and real, my rhymes convict and heal.
Welcome to the Faithful Fan Show. I'm your host, Tony Cook. I am joined today. It's going to be a full house. We got Big Juan, the Big Apple Insider. We got Matt Robinson, the Hot Take Titan. And shortly joining us, we got the Sports Oracle, Corey, aka Young Steez. He's running a little late, but he's going to join the party in a little bit. But we're going to get going because it's late out there for Big Juan out there in the Big Apple. Well, what's going on, fellas? How you been?
Feeling good, man.
Okay,
Feeling good. It's been a while since I've been on the show, so excited to get back.
Let's go, Matt. I like that energy, Matt. I like that.
Good. It's been cold up until today. Today was actually like in the high 50s, 60s. So much for winter.
Heat wave. Heat wave.
Oh, and just like that, Young Star. What up, Steez? I was just asking everybody how they've been. You didn't miss nothing. How you been, Corey?
Man, I'm just living the life, bro.
You just jumped. I'm just living the life, bro. You just missed Juan. He said it's 50 degrees out there in the Big Apple. So
that's not too bad. That's what it was here on Tuesday. Raining.
Yeah. It's up and down out here. It rained pretty bad in LA like yesterday. I got poured on. It's kind of
bro, it's just trash. I know OC was trash for you, Matt.
What's that?
I know the OC was trash for you.
Oh, the weather? Yeah. It's been a little nipply out here. A little rain, a little thunderstorm.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Like I don't know, dog. We won last night, but at a cost. That's
all that matters.
The Lake Show. We're gonna get into everything about basketball later in the show, but first we gotta talk about the Super Bowl. I got a full house tonight, so I got a bunch of fellas. We're gonna talk about first and foremost the Super Bowl halftime show. Now, do you guys feel that was the best halftime show of all? I loved it, but I want to hear before I give my take, your guys' opinion on it. Matt, you ain't been on the show in a while. I'm gonna give you first dibs. What did you think about the Super Bowl halftime?
The Super Bowl halftime show was a great one. It was a solid one. I can't say it was the best ever. I can't go best ever. Nah, there's been some good ones. You know what I mean? My personal opinion, the best ever, it's a toss-up between, Michael Jackson, Beyonce, or Shakira and J-Lo. Those ones.
You picked Shakira. Let's go.
Hey, that, like, whether you like it or not, whether J-Lo was lip syncing or not, in terms of performances, the ladies killed it. They came out and put on a show that year.
Yeah, I agree that those are all very good ones. Juan, how did you feel about the halftime show? Was it the greatest of all time?
Well, look, it was the greatest collection of talent that's ever been like on one stage. Like that's not even, it wasn't even close in that regard. Like I was a little surprised that it was like sort of underproduced, right? Like, but that was the point, right? They had these huge names. Yeah, like all time. We're talking legends just sitting up there doing their thing. And that's what they let them do their thing.
And when you say underproduced, what do you mean by that one? Like,
before, like a lot of other Super Bowl halftime shows, you got lights and fireworks.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
Tons of dancers. And this was just like basically a stage and then just them just doing their thing, right?
It was more, I got you.
In terms of that, like to me was the greatest one ever because it was just a collection of talent. And it was just like legends, like just, hey, here we are. And they let them do their thing. As far as like, before that, I was a fan of the J-Lo Shakira one. I got to support my Latinas. Come on.
Let's go.
But yeah, no, I was stoked. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was great that Eminem, closed it. And
of course, Eminem fan.
But that's respect, right? You got Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Eminem is closing. That's real.
Big respect.
Yeah.
So Juan says greatest collection of talent of all time. So Corey,
I can get with that.
Yeah, I can get with that too. I can get with that take too. Corey, how do you feel about the halftime show? Greatest of all time?
So the best of all time was Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson. But nah, I think that was the greatest, bro. I don't even think there's any comparison. I mean, I liked J-Lo, Shakira. That was cool.
Yep.
That was cool for their thing. But bro, the dominance of music. I mean,
I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce had the greatest halftime show of all time, performance-wise.
I understand.
Okay, Kanye.
I understand if you think anything else, but bro, as far as me personally, what I grew up on, that's it. Everything that played is it. Yeah. For this generation, I feel like that was it.
The nostalgia.
Maybe not Juan's generation and Matt's generation, but
yeah, not for sure.
Oh my gosh, I loved it, honestly. And what I want to say is the nostalgia of 50 Cent coming. I know he got memed to death when he came upside down and everything. It was like in rapping his verse all out of breath. But I thought that was dope. That was my highlight of the whole thing. Honestly, 50 Cent.
First of all,
we didn't know he was going to be there.
That was 20 years later, bro. Come on. I don't understand why they expect him to be the same weight, the same size. Come on. It's 20
He should have been hanging upside down, though. Come on. That was like, I was like.
I thought it was great. I thought it was great. And I'm surprised none of you guys said Prince performing Purple Rain in the rain.
You did it on purpose, huh?
I did that
on purpose.
I was waiting for y'all. I was waiting for y'all to say it.
Bro, that was the worst. That was the worst halftime show ever.
Was it?
Prince was playing,
performing Purple Rain in the rain.
Who was playing?
Not about who was playing, but the halftime show, Matt. Come on.
Hey, that Super Bowl will forever be tainted for me.
Wait, okay.
The only thing I remember is Devin Hester running it back, the opening kickoff. After that, I don't know. I don't remember anything else from after that.
Oh my gosh! Of course you're salty. That wasn't a good Super Bowl for you. Maybe we'll pump the brakes on greatest of all time for that Super Bowl. But let's get to the actual Super Bowl in itself. So of course the Rams won in a close game. I thought it was exciting. A lot of good defense. But in the end, Rams win. Aaron Donald wraps it up with a clutch sack, or hurry up that leads to an incompletion, whatever you want to call it.
Let's go.
That was amazing.
The play was the play before that when he.
I was gonna say he made back-to-back plays.
He made back-to-back plays. Exactly. It
was like a one-arm tackle of a dude needing to get 1 yard.
He sweeped up.
Impressive.
Hey, quick question: Why is Hustle in a Caribbean country? Why are we all in hoodies and Hustle's in a tank top?
No, I got the heater on. I got
the heater on.
No, I got a small little cozy spot where I can put the heater on and everything gets warm in here. Come on now. Caribbean.
Nice.
No, you're right. I don't fit the part at all right now. But back to the Super Bowl, though. Aaron Donald made those big plays and everything in clutch moments of the game. But Cooper Kupp, MVP of the Super Bowl. Now, do we agree? I'm gonna let Corey answer first. Do we agree with this?
Definitely. Okay. I mean, I said the whole day. I mean, the whole 2 weeks that Aaron Donald was not losing. He was not going to let that team lose. He was going to win the Super Bowl. But, I mean, Cooper Kupp showed out, man. He showed out when he needed to.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can't even hate.
Okay. Big Juan, how do you feel? Did Cooper Kupp...
Can I first say, look, I'm just going to throw this out there. This Super Bowl was like the perfect Super Bowl, as close as you can get, all right? I'll give you a few reasons.
Let me hear.
There was a major injury, right? Odell Beckham, non-contact injury, immediately knew he was done, ACL.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow limped off at one point. Matt Stafford limped off at one point, and they both came back. They both played well. I mean, Joe Burrow, insane how good that dude is at such a young age. Both defenses played well, right? Like last drive to win the game offensively, and a last drive stop to win the game.
Yep.
And then all the Rams bets collected, right?
Yep.
They traded a king's ransom to get Matthew Stafford, which is kind of a head scratcher, right? Well, it's kind of a head scratcher. 2 first-round draft picks for a guy who hasn't won anything. I mean, even though he's good, like no doubt, dude's good. But all of that was paid off, and they won the Super Bowl, right?
Yep.
Will it just be one and done? Remains to be seen. But whatever whatever they set out to do, they did it.
Super Bowl is the main.
That was pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy that it all worked out that way, and at home, right? Like all that stuff. All right. Having said all that, to answer your question, yes. I think Cooper Kupp should have been the MVP. Obviously, Donald has a strong case. Stafford even has a good case for it. But come on, dude worked all year. Like he was the best receiver all year.
All
year.
And
when it came to it, yeah, they held him down. You know that when Odell Beckham came out, they were able to double team him all day.
Yep.
And the thing about he was catching passes in between like 4 people.
Yeah. The dope thing about Cooper Kupp is he doesn't just run dope routes, and he's very solid with that. He also is yards after catch are
right.
Crazy.
Like
he'll get away from you after he catches. If you don't take him down with a good solid tackle, he's running for 10, 20 yards. So
dude is not huge. And how often do you see him catch the ball on the sideline and just try to truck somebody?
Yeah, dude.
Like you don't even just run out of bounds.
I gotta give it up for Cooper Kupp. I got to.
Dude's a player. He deserved it for sure.
Matt.
Cooper Kupp's the deal.
Now, Matt.
Of course. Yeah. No doubt he deserved it. 2 tutties. Not only did he have 2 tutties, I think on the last 2 drives alone, he had 4 balls. I think it was 4 balls, 4 big catches. We know the no look that Stafford threw to him that he caught.
And Odell's out the whole game, so there's no one else on the other team to pay attention to. You know, like, come on, dude.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, he definitely earned it. Greatest season for a receiver that we've ever seen in the history of the NFL. Got to give it to him. I think I read somewhere that the only person to win a Triple Crown, Super Bowl MVP, lead in, basically that's a Triple Crown, is Jerry Rice, and he did it through a career. Cooper Kupp did it in a season. So hats off to the man. He earned it. He played his tail off. I think Cooper Kupp needs to go ahead and send Eli Apple some residuals for that MVP because he dog walked him. You know what I mean? So Eli Apple definitely deserves a little bite of that MVP. But yeah, Kupp earned it.
I agree. I absolutely agree. And like everyone's making noise because Aaron Donald did make some solid plays near the end of the game, but all game. Like the Rams.
Aaron Donald didn't wake up till like halfway through the third.
Yeah,
when he pushed Joe Burrow out and the Rams or the Bengals.
But you know what? I think it was also a lot of. Remember, it was all after halftime, so those were adjustments. In the locker room that they changed something in the. I don't know exactly. They started stunting more or something where they allowed Aaron Donald like some more one-on-ones because one-on-one.
Bro, they were
being double teamed the whole game.
Yeah, they were rushing forward the whole time. And Aaron Donald was getting double teamed the whole time. So, I mean, it was tough for him. But, I mean, as soon as that second half came.
But the thing is.
When it mattered.
Yeah, when it mattered. What I saw the Bengals do is, one, they stopped chipping Aaron Donald. They brought P. Ryan in just to pretend like they were going to max protect. Because what they wanted to do is they wanted to start long developing routes. So they start going solo on the line, right? It wasn't that they weren't double teamed, like they got double team anymore.
So their offense kind of got impatient. They were going.
They start taking shots, because they were behind. Remember, they were behind, so they start taking the shots.
But they weren't behind until the last drive.
So they was behind going into the half, weren't they?
Yeah, but then they took the lead instantly.
It was a close game.
12 seconds in. 12 seconds into the.
No, very
first play.
Yeah.
So was that really Ramsey's worst game of his career? Because you can't count that face mask. That was a face mask, right?
It was.
I don't think.
Come on.
It was definitely a face mask. I won't say it's his worst game. If you really think about it, he gave up two plays.
Yeah.
Right. 2 plays, and one of them, as Warren Sapp always says, the front end and the back end work together. Aaron Donald got to him, so nobody knows that he got beat. That he was on the ground, tying his shoes on that last play. So
very true, and no one caught that too.
I honestly think
work together.
Ramsey was a little disappointing throughout the playoffs. I thought he got burned, a couple times coming up to this game where he really shouldn't have. He's kind of I don't know. He just didn't look like the best corner, right? Or
players
the
like
most
that,
corner.
players like that are aggressive and make a lot of plays on the ball. Just like dude from the Cowboys, Trayvon Diggs, they get burnt. Like Trayvon Diggs got burnt several times this year, but he's up there. And Ramsey's way better than Trayvon Diggs to me personally, like as far as tackling and all around game. But it's the same thing. I feel like he got caught with his hands in the cookie jar a couple times. Jamar Chase made a great play on him though, with the one-handed.
That one, yeah. But that was it. After that, after that was only Cup.
Yeah. So what are you really gonna do? Yeah. What are you really going to do? But fellas, we talked enough about the receivers. Let's talk about Matt Stafford, who also had a pretty good game. He threw a couple picks. But he had a cool game. Does this game though, because he won a Super Bowl, put him in the discussion for Hall of Fame? Is he up there with the top tier quarterbacks in your guys' eyes?
Not even close.
Not even close.
And when you say top tier, we're talking top tier Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, that top tier, not even close.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Not there. So is he a top 5? No.
No, and we can't even call him, it's even hard to put him in the Hall of Very Good right now, right? Because if you think about it, over his career, if you look at it over his career, was Matthew Stafford ever a top 10 quarterback?
I mean, no. Top 10?
During his career, was he a top 10 quarterback?
A couple years they had,
That's so tough on his team.
Yeah.
Bruh. You had for 8 of those years, 9 of those years, he had arguably the best receiver in the league.
I mean, right? he's in your league, so of course it's just like me saying Matt Ryan sucks,
I'm not saying he sucks, right? But we're talking about the Hall of Fame right now.
Yeah, no,
and during Matthew Stafford's tenure, we got this is who we got. We got Tom Brady. We've got Peyton Manning. We've got Aaron Rodgers, the tail end of Brett Favre.
Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, Eli Manning. Okay, so is Eli Manning
Phillip Rivers,
Hall of Famer?
Phillip Rivers, Kurt Warner, Russell Wilson. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Now you go into this new wave. You've got Patrick Mahomes, who's better than him. Matt Ryan. I think him and Matt Ryan go back and forth. You had Jay Cutler, right?
Damn, dog. So Matt Stafford's been arguably top 10 in a lot of these years that he's been.
When? I
top 10? Okay, I can see your argument for top 10.
Yeah, for sure. Top 10.
He's had one season where he had one season where he threw over 5,000 yards. I mean, that's
he's been putting up numbers
in one of his 12 seasons, he was a top 10 quarterback. And we trying to put him in the Hall of Fame because he won.
I mean, he consistently gets over 4,000 yards. I mean, that's.
And he's the best thing about.
Hold on. I watch a lot of Matt Stafford, and he is good. Like, he's very good. But you talk about consistently getting over 4,000 yards in a league that's designed to pass when he's behind 15 of the 16, 17 games he's been playing. Of course he's going to get 4,000 yards.
Okay, all right. We can make that argument. We can make that argument. We can.
But when I just lay it out over his career, and we to collectively name 10, 11 players that have been better than him consistently, you can't put him in the Hall.
I didn't say Jay Cutler was better than him.
How not?
I didn't say Matt Ryan was either. I didn't say Matt Ryan was either.
Jake, you don't think Jay Cutler is in the league with Matt Stafford?
No.
Of course you would, Matt. Of course you would.
Never a day in his life.
How do you figure? Besides his low IQ, what did Matt Stafford done that Jay Cutler didn't prior to this season? Prior to this season.
Come on.
Wins
better.
Okay.
So every time he throws the ball.
Matt, and he won a Super Bowl. And he won a Super Bowl, Matt. Come on.
This year, I said before this year, how did Matthew Stafford look much better than Jay Cutler?
Jay Cut always had a good defense, and he pretty much had
Jay
Brandon
Cutler's sketch, dog. He's the sketchiest quarterback of all time.
Jay Cutler had a low IQ. I give that to you. But if we talk about could make all the throws, was a gunslinger mentality, could get it done, could scramble, throw on the line. Jay Cutler was that dude. I can't say he was that dude, but Jay Cutler,
don't say he's that dude.
I can't put Jay Cutler ahead of Matt Stafford. I mean, not the Super Bowl.
I didn't say ahead. I said on par with.
Okay. I would put Stafford just a little. I would put Stafford on a level higher than Cutler, but
especially now.
But he's definitely not top tier. I mean, I can't say top tier. I mean, yeah, you can't compare him to Aaron Rodgers or.
Oh, all right.
Like I said, like those.
It's what they traded for. You can see what what Goff was doing. He had a good team. He made it to the finals. He made it to the Super Bowl. But you see what the change was when they got Matt Stafford, and that's the difference.
But wait. Not only did they get Matt Stafford, they got Odell Beckham. They got Von Miller. Okay. You know what I mean? Prior to getting those two players,
but who did they have?
This a Super Bowl
they
team.
had Todd Gurley. They had Todd
No,
Gurley over
when they went to the Super Bowl, Todd Gurley was hurt. That was post knee injury.
But my whole thing is, okay, so for instance, do we put like a Eli
Brandon Cooks?
Like Eli Manning, is Eli Manning considered a Hall of Fame? He's going to be a Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Dog, you missed some great content, Tom.
Wait. So what happened besides after I started talking about Eli Manning being not as good as Stafford? What did you say, Matt?
I basically they went back on that Jay Cutler's not as good as Stafford, and I was like, how? Explain. The only thing Jay Cutler didn't have was a high IQ.
Hey, Tone.
You have to have that as a quarterback.
Hey, Tone. As the host, I have one question for you.
Yes.
Do the Rams win with Jay Cutler as quarterback this year?
No.
Yes,
no,
they do.
I do not think so. Matt, Jay Cutler pretty much had a great defense his whole career almost. Maybe I can't say weapons because he had Brandon Martin.
The best returner / receiver ever.
Let's be real. The only reason Jay Cutler don't have a Super Bowl ring right now is because he ran into Aaron Rodgers. Had the Rams run into Aaron Rodgers? Aaron
Rodgers is in the league right now with a
He's still here. He's still here with the number one team in the league.
Bruh, the Rams didn't play them.
Very true.
Because they didn't have to. Because they didn't make it.
Right.
Don't act like they wasn't a contender.
Okay, so
what I'm saying is matchups are a thing in the NFL, right?
Yes.
Matchups are a thing. So if you put Jay Cutler on this Rams team now with the protection he had, with all the options he had, Jay Cutler never had 4 different receivers to throw to at one time. He had one, and he was saying, I'm throwing that mug, right? And still put all the numbers up because he was like, hey, this is the only dude I got, the only dude I can trust. I'm slinging it.
Yo,
right?
Tony Romo deserves a Hall of Fame before Jay Cutler, bro.
Yes, that's true.
Sucks.
That's true. And Tony Romo deserves a Hall of Fame before Stafford.
Oh, okay. So wait, did you say he sucks, Corey?
He's the best commentator ever.
Exactly.
Worst quarterback ever.
Worst quarterback ever? Okay, too much sauce. Whatever. You're just clearly a Cowboy troll. Clearly a Cowboy. But back to the subject, guys. I'm gonna go around the horn one more time before we leave the subject. Matt Stafford, Hall of Famer? No. Yes. Corey?
No.
No.
But Jay Cutler is way below that.
One. No,
I don't think he's in the Hall yet. Maybe I don't know that he has enough time to really make a case for the Hall, but I wouldn't be mad if he made it, and I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't. All right.
Nobody's rooting for Matt.
Hey,
all right. He's got his jewelry.
After the 1942, though, I fucks with him.
Oh, he was like, woo!
He was litty.
Yo, Matt. So no on Matt Stafford in the Hall of Fame yet. He's not there yet. He's got to do more.
He's not there yet.
What if he takes what if he goes in a deep playoff run next year but falls short? Like you got to give him his credit. Well, we're looking too far into it. I'm bad for that.
I'll say this in closing. If Matt Stafford could put up 3 more similar years, deep playoff runs, right?
Okay.
Then he could get strong consideration for the Hall.
That's a solid resume because he's never been to the playoffs.
But Jay Cutler has no chance, right?
Jay Cutler ain't making the Hall of Fame. He's not.
All right, guys.
At this point right now, neither should Stafford.
What? He's won a Super Bowl. Come on. Okay.
Ken Stabler won a Super Bowl.
All right. We're gonna get off of football.
Jeff Hostetler won a Super Bowl.
We're gonna get off of football, guys. I'm sorry for the brief intermission. All my power went off in my sweet cozy home. Like Corey said,
I told you turn that heater off, dog. Put the sweater on.
I'm working too much over here. Everything's short circuiting. It sucks. But anyways, let's switch to basketball. Our last topic of the night. Let's talk about 76ers and Nets finally made the trade. Ben Simmons for Harden. Fellas, who won the trade? I'm gonna have you start because you're out there in the Big Apple. You're kind of close to where the Nets are, vibing out over there. Who won the trade?
Look, just based on what I've seen from like Ben Simmons, and I think right now I would have to say the Sixers won. I mean, but it's
I wasn't expecting that.
Well, because Harden is like Harden is like lightning in a bottle, right? Like you put him in lineup, he's gonna put up point. He's gonna be productive right away. Like he's gonna do his thing.
Yeah.
But Ben Simmons, we don't really know what he's gonna do, or if he's gonna really. Obviously, we know
if he's gonna play at all.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we know that he's not they're getting him there because they got too many people taking too many shots in Brooklyn, but we don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know. I'm not convinced that Ben Simmons is that point guard to just make everyone like flow or better or move the ball or anything that adds oil to an offense. I mean, he was doing his thing in Philly, right? But they consistently fell short, and he was kind of and he was one of the main
reasons why
scapegoats or criticisms. So like, I don't know if he's gonna all of a sudden
Juan
be like better.
So Juan is heavy on the 76ers winning this. He thinks James Harden will fare better with Embiid, which is fair. Matt, how do you feel?
Honestly, I think it's an even trade. I think both teams are going absolutely nowhere. And
really?
I don't think I don't think James Harden.
Oh, Matt, this is where you're at tonight? This is where you're at? I see where you're going with this.
Let's be
honest,
Bulls. Right? Exactly.
Freaking Matt, dog.
I mean? Like, putting James Harden in a Sixers jersey is it doesn't put them over the hump. We've seen it before, right? James Harden is just a dominant player, yes, but he's not a championship player, right? How many people you got to put him with? You done tried it with everything. Now you're going to put him with Embiid? Embiid's going to make the difference for Harden? No, that's not going to happen. The Nets, it's like, I want to say it's a good trade for them because they got an on-ball defender. They got a lengthy defender that can play, anywhere on the court. They've got another facilitator to help move the ball around because there's only one and there's like 6 people that need to shoot on that team.
Yeah.
But at the same time, to Juan's point, where do you put him? He's not the point guard. So you move Kyrie to a 2. That's not Kyrie's strong suit. You know what I mean? Kyrie's not an off-ball guard. Okay, so you put him on defense. Where do you put him on offense, right?
Okay.
Does your offense now their whole system, their offensive flow is different. So that's going to take some time. Plus, you got the back half of the season, the strong part of the season. You're not coming to Chicago, trying to figure stuff out. So like, Who do you beat? The Knicks? You beat the Knicks in the playoffs? Doubt it, right? So who you beating?
Oh. Who you beating? Wow. So you actually think both these teams are going nowhere in the playoffs, period?
I think both of them are one and done. Unless they play each other.
Hot take Titan is at it again. One and done for the Nets.
One and done, both of them. Unless they play each other.
Okay.
Then obviously one of them got to win.
All right. So Matt thinks it's an even trade. Both these teams are going nowhere fast. Corey, the sports guru, how do you feel about this trade? Who won it?
All right. So go DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah. Compton.
Forget the Bulls. But the Nets clearly won this trade. You guys are crazy for saying anything other than the Nets winning this trade.
I think they got a draft.
First of all, Harden is not a winner, okay? He's not a winner. So 76ers got somebody that's good, but he's not a winner. He doesn't carry in the playoffs. He's shown that multiple times every year for the past, I don't know how many years. Curry, I don't think anybody realizes how much Curry is an asset to the Nets. Yep. Dude, he is a shooter, and that's what they need.
Definitely.
They got Ben Simmons. He's going to be, obviously, he's vaccinated, so he's going to be that point guard when Kyrie can't play.
Okay, we like that. We got to replace
Bro,
point guard.
come on now. They got a point guard that can play everywhere. Obviously, Kyrie when he comes, it's not going to be a battle of who has the ball, who doesn't have the ball, because Ben Simmons is ready to give the ball up at any moment.
Yeah,
We've
seen
he's
that.
ready. He's ready to give it to Katie. He's ready to give it to Kyrie. Bro, you guys are crazy. And then the defense is what's going to matter, because Ben Simmons can match up with anybody on the offensive side or on the defensive side, and James Harden doesn't care on the defensive side. So that's the complete toss up.
It's the first time ever on a sports show that we've ever said we got traded for a vaccine. Like, oh, he's vaccinated. Let's go. Find him.
Vaccinated.
It sucks to say, but it's real.
It's real.
It sucks to say.
That's crazy. That's true, but I mean, it's crazy.
It is very true, and it shows where sports has come. Since the pandemic. We got to worry about the vaccines, and it comes into factor when in trading a player. But like Corey said, I agree. Honestly, the Nets won. I think they also got a draft pick. The only thing I'm thinking about is when is Durant going to be ready? Like if Durant's there, then that's a championship favorite. That's a championship favorite. Honestly, I know Matt. I know you love the Bulls. I know you love the Bulls, Matt. But come on, dude.
Hey, put 100 on him. Put 100 on him.
Hold on. We talking about Ben Simmons, who has not played a single game this year, right?
Okay.
Who knows if he's been working out? Because for the first 3 months of the season, he was coming in and sitting on the bench talking about my ankle hurt. I can't do this. My back.
James Harden's not playing either. James Harden's saying his hand is hurt.
No, James Harden was trying to get out of there. He was trying to get up out of there.
So was
right?
Ben Simmons.
I think
so was Ben Simmons.
True, but Ben Simmons been trying to get up out of there since last June. James Harden at least played some games. You know what I mean?
He in game shape there, though.
He says he does.
So Matt, So Matt, so you're thinking the Bulls going all the way this like that? That's what you feel. Is there a threat for the Bulls in the East?
Yeah, definitely. There's a threat. Milwaukee's a threat. You know what I mean? I think Atlanta's got a really good team. Okay. Atlanta's got a good team. I think we're better than the Knicks, but I think the Knicks play ball. That's gonna be a good series, right?
Those losses, 3 losses for the Knicks in the past 2-3 months. Those are gonna kill them in the playoffs.
But are the
20-point losses?
What are the Knicks like 8th right now? Are they like 8th seed?
I thought they were 6th.
Oh, they're 6th right now. I didn't realize the Knicks were even in playoff contention right now. I thought they were
they're down there. They're going through a little bit of a slump right now. We're hoping they get it back together, but we'll see. Like they play well. They show that they can play, right? Like they got flashes that they can move the ball. They can score.
What's it called? What's his name? The French guy?
Which one?
Is he French?
Oh, Fournier.
Fournier. Bro, he is so wet.
He's wet.
When they play through him, it's a whole different game than when they played through Julius Randle. And I'm sorry, Julius Randle is not having the same season he had last year.
He isn't.
No, I think that's the main problem. I think that Julius Randle hasn't filled the role of that star power, leader that people thought he was going to be. And
Fournier
he's struggling with that.
Fournier after what was it? What just happened? The Olympics?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After the Olympics, bro, he showed himself. He showed that he's a real baller.
He is a baller. I've always liked Fournier, even when he was with Orlando. I liked him when he was with Orlando too. But back to Matt.
Yes.
Bulls, so you don't think the Nets, with a healthy Durant, with their new cast of Curry, they got Andre Drummond, I think. They got Simmons, they got Kyrie, like Cam Thomas, they got a young dude.
Curry,
yes. I think if they made this trade in December, they're dangerous. But I think the trade right now, the way that things have been going, the way they've been looking, I don't know, man.
You don't think they can jump? Okay.
I think it's too soon. Next season, they're going to be a threat, right?
Okay.
But this season, I want happy where he at.
I want Caruso back
right where he's at.
Oh my gosh. Okay, fellas, I appreciate you guys for joining me on the show. It's been fun talking football, basketball with you. We're going to wrap it up. But before we go, anything we got to say to everybody, to the fans before we leave? Big Juan from the Big Apple.
You know my style. Hit, subscribe, like. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. Corey, the sports guru, what you got to say to the fans before we get out of here?
The Lakers are straight. Don't worry, y'all.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say we're gonna say we're straight trash.
Nope, we good. Don't worry.
Faith, I like that. Big Matt, the Hot Take Titan. What we got for the fans before we get out of here?
Cutler over Stafford.
Oh!
In the paint, going hard with the venom. Shot so much, man, I think I need a layer. In the paint, going hard with the venom. Shot so much, man, I think I need a layer. Animal, MC Cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm Morpheus and real, my rhymes convict and heal. A world blind, my lies a red pill, real. Ball like I've been here, rookie in his prime. Focus like Jordan the second time. Kobe in playoff time, you know believe when I drive. Call for it, Kelly go in the please don't spit. Auto like free throws by Ito. Turk loose stroke magic. Rhymes over all y'all like Dirk for two. Rookie in the game, insane coming for you. GGB the crew.